We need to stop using busy like it's a badge of honor. You either use it or you lose it.
Hello and welcome to the Dirt Track Confessions podcast with your host, Mandee Pauch Mahaney. Dirt Track Confessions begins in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dirt Track Confessions. I'm your host, Mandee Pauch Mahaney. And listen, guys, I just have to say, we have gotten such incredible feedback from our most recent podcast, and it just means the world. So thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, for loving up on it, for the incredible feedback. We have a lot of people lined up and interviews that are all on dock and ready for you to listen. So extra grateful for that, extra grateful for the feedback, for all of you sharing it and getting us out there. We have a lot of new listeners here, so welcome. So if you are new here, this is Dirt Track Confessions, so I like to, do a little confessing, but really my goal here is to help change lives, make not only your life better, but really help make our sport better also. So you get a 2-for-1 here on this podcast. So, and if you're listening, well, no, I should say if you're watching right now over on YouTube, yes, I am wearing my jacket in the podcast room because it is freaking cold. It is cold. I just turned the fireplace on. I've got my chai latte with me. We're heating up. So today's podcast episode, there's just one thing I really want to talk about today. Just one thing I want you focusing on as we enter into a new year. It's not like everyone else where it's the new year. Let's work on your health goals. Let's work on, what your goal for 2024 is, your love life. How can you improve? I mean, yeah, I'm all for improving. But today we're going to talk about time. Today we are talking about time. The thing with time is you either make time or time will make you. Oftentimes, people say things like, oh, I'll work out when I get around to it. Or I'll work out when I get the time. Or, oh, I'll do that task when I get the time. Or I'll make this happen when I get time for it. But here's the thing. We don't get the time. We don't get the time. Time is a gift. Time is given to us, and we have finite amount of it. Not infinite amount of it, but we have a finite amount of it. None of it is guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. All you have is the time you have been given right here, right now. The thing is, it's what we make of that time that matters. And you have to make time. I know you're probably like, okay, what is she talking about here? And don't mind, I'm sorry if you're picking up. Dad is downstairs grinding. And no, guys, for the people that think I'm in a basement, we're not in the basement. We are actually here in the race shop upstairs. But I'm still picking up the sound. This is why I usually record after hours when no one's here. So perfect example of me making time. You're hearing sound effects. That is what we're dealing with. I am making time with the time that I have been given. Time is not going to be given to you, and you're not going to get time. You have to make time. Wow, is this not the perfect example of like the chaos going on downstairs right now? I am making time with what I have. So if I want to work out, I have to wake up earlier, right? Because I'm making more time in my day to exercise. Listen, 6 a.m. is not extremely early for a lot of people. But with what I do not have to be up at 6 a.m. every day. But I choose to because I know the earlier I get up, the more time I'm going to have in the day to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. So yeah, I don't have to, but I want to because I want that extra time. I am making time for it. So perfect example. Some days I go to bed. Last night, I went to bed knowing that today is going to be a busy day. So I set my alarm earlier than normal because I'm making time to make things happen. I have an hour and I was like, you know what? We're going to bang out this podcast. It's going to be a short one. It's going to be a sweet one, but man, is it not going to be the perfect example of making time to do this. You see, so many people are waiting to get time, and that is such a flawed mentality because we already have time. We already have time. The times, it's already here. It's right here with you, with me. But it's up to you to go get it and make it. Oh man, I would cook at home, but I don't have the time. No, you have the time. You're just not making time. Or, oh my God, I hate when people are like, I don't have enough time to start a side business or to be in the shop or to do the things I want to do. I don't have the time. No, you have time. You have time. It's what you make of that time that matters. Listen, time waits for no one. You have to do it now because you've already got the time. You already have time. You got to go make the time. That's the key to this life. It's us going out, making the time. It's us staying laser focused. It's us operating by a schedule. It's us making things happen within the 24 hours a day that we have. See, a lot of people, it's no judgment. A little bit of judgment. Like the people that sleep 10 plus hours a day, if you have an illness, okay. But I get it. Sleep is very important. Trust me. If I get less than 7, at least right now, if I get less than 7, she cranky. I get that. I'm not doing 10 plus a day. Who we all could do that. But successful people, they utilize every minute of every day. Wait, no, let me back that. Every second of every day, they utilize making sure their time counts. So why are you snoozing your alarm? I heard this. I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Bedros Keuilian, maybe, or Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins. I don't know. I listen to so many different people. They said, as soon as you snooze your alarm in the morning, you have lost. You have lost the day before your feet even hit the ground. And to me, as soon as my alarm goes off in the morning, and I'm just like, oh, some days I really just don't want to. I think about that. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I am not losing the day before I even get the heck out of bed. No way. I have a planner that I can map out my day by the minutes. I know it sounds wild, but let me tell you what, it has been life-changing for me. I follow it and I can tell if I'm ahead, if I'm behind, if something needs to get shuffled, or if it just needs to get removed. Like, it is not important. I don't need to be worrying about this today. How can I use up the time I have to achieve what it is that I want to achieve? Everyone is busy. I'm sorry, but everyone is busy. The thing is that I stopped doing this a few years ago. I stopped saying that I'm busy. We need to stop using busy like it's a badge of honor. It's not. It absolutely is not. When people ask you, how are you? Can you imagine how great it would feel to be like, oh, I'm great. Life is great. I have all the time in the world. Like, no one wants to hear that you're busy. Everyone's busy. So when people ask me how I am, I never use the word busy anymore. I just don't want to. I don't want to wear that. I don't want to accept it. Life is action-packed, back to back, with endless things to do. But my question for you is, how are you using your time? Are you just waking up, going to work, and doing the mundane every day just to survive? Or are you here to thrive? I don't get time. You don't get time. But the difference is, I don't wait for time. I already have the time. It's just what I make of my time that matters most. So when you get on that side of life and you start picking up that and you start like, okay, I think she's onto something, that side, you're going to get everything that you want. Everything that you ever wanted to have, you're going to get that out of life. But you have to make time because it's already been given to you. It's right there in front of you. You use it or lose it. Seriously, you have time. You either use it or you lose it. So if you know someone who needs to hear this, please share it with them, text it to them, screenshot it, share it on your stories, share it on Instagram, Facebook, put it up on Twitter, wherever you are. I want to be. Yes, I want to be. Your sharing helps new people that wouldn't normally listen to this show find us here. So please share. It goes a long way. And again, thank you so much. And of course, Happy New Year and happy 2024. Let's go out there and use every little bit of time that we have been gifted.